So I think that's an interesting question because global trends seem to be pointing to underutilization in MarTech. This seems to be coming up time and time again. And the way I've kind of started to position it is actually not a tech problem. The tech can do anything you want. It's the failure of leadership. And I think this is where we defer, critical decisions on how we're going to contact customers, or the roadmap of what are the capabilities that we need to service customers. That's, I think, a bit of the gap of adoption there. So what we do as MarTech professionals in Medibank is we're all evangelists for the platform, irrespective of vendor, right? Like, yes, we've got a lot of Salesforce. So, we using that as an example, every single person in the team is there to champion the use of the platform. So when we are briefed by a campaign manager or briefed by a stakeholder, we don't go, yes, and I'll do it. How about personalization? What happens post-click? So we're really pushing the boundaries of that interconnected system. So that's how we feel we get a lot of buy-in from at least a day-to-day practitioner level. The other part of it then is that more strategic level. So part of my role is I actually set that experience roadmap. Working with the head of CX, we go, what is, the future vision of Medibank look like? And we then think about the interconnected tech to deliver to that. So it is really pushing that at all angles, right down at that day-to-day practitioner level and right at that senior management level. What are the capabilities that drive the future customer experience? That's where, adoption comes.
Sometimes there's a bit of realism that comes down. So, John gets to be the pie in the sky man, and then we have to build that to the best capability we can in a restricted kind of area, and that's fine. Like John's job is to challenge us so that we can be on the very, very sharpest edge of MarTech, and our job is to figure out with the parameters that we have what is our capability. So yeah, it is difficult. I've heard you speak before about how AI is the first change where it's just skipped and everyone's able to use and understand it and has a belief that this is what AI is. So challenging leaders who think this is what AI is capable of, or these are risks that AI comes with, to show that, hey, we're mitigating for this, we understand this. No, I don't think you quite understand what this capability is, and we think we can achieve X. Those are really hard conversations to have with senior leaders, but it's exciting when you start to break through. Then comes the next stage of actually teaching everyone how to use it and getting people to adopt it. And I think that's probably, broadly in the market where people are falling down. I don't think people are having a hard time getting their hands on new tech and new platforms. But once they get them, properly resourcing the teams to roll them out, to educate the people on how to use them, to free up the time and resource for their teams to be able to actually take the time to learn. That's where we really need to be better as an industry.